Welcome to the second lesson in the DevOps course. In this lesson, you will learn about the DevOps culture, which is the key pillar for successfully implementing DevOps in an organization. You will also learn about the stage 1 of the DevOps life cycle, which is planning. Let us start by understanding the DevOps culture first. DevOps culture is a set of practices, values, and principles that emphasizes collaboration, communication, and continuous improvement across all aspects of software development and deployment. The goal of DevOps culture is to break down silos between development and operations teams and create a more seamless and efficient process for building and delivering. DevOps culture emphasizes the following key principles. Collaboration. Collaboration between teams is at the heart of DevOps culture. Teams work together to define requirements, design, develop, test, deploy, and operate software. Automation. For effective collaboration, it is essential that the process of software development and deployment is streamlined, and this is why automation is essential. This includes the use of tools to automate processes such as testing, building, and deployment. Continuous integration and delivery. For stitching the automated processes together, continuous integration and delivery, CI/CD, becomes key. It is a core DevOps principle that emphasizes the need for frequent and automated testing, integration, and delivery of monitoring and feedback to make sure the deployed software is functioning as per the expectation. Continuous monitoring is important, and feedback helps teams to identify and fix issues quickly. This includes the use of metrics and logs to identify issues, as well as providing feedback to developers and operations. Continuous learning and improvement. Finally, the most essential part of the DevOps culture is to induce the ability in teams to fail fast and learn faster. This can only be achieved through the continuous learning and improvement. Thus, this is key to DevOps culture. Teams continuously review and evaluate their processes and make adjustments to improve their efficiency and effect. DevOps culture emphasizes the need for collaboration, communication, automation, and continuous improvement, with the ultimate goal of delivering high-quality software faster and more reliably. Now that we understand the DevOps culture, let us move on to the first stage of the DevOps life cycle. The first stage of the DevOps life cycle is planning. In this stage, the team identifies the business requirements and determines the scope of the project. The team decides on the resources required, the timelines, and the objectives to be achieved. This stage brings all the stakeholders together to brainstorm over the requirements, enhancement requests, and then lay out a plan that would be executed using agile development. The first stage of the DevOps life cycle is planning. In this stage, the team identifies the business requirements and determines the scope of the project. The team decides on the resources required, the timelines, and the objectives to be achieved. This stage brings all the stakeholders together to brainstorm over the requirements, enhancement requests, and then lay out a plan that would be executed using agile development. The first stage in the DevOps life cycle is planning, which involves the identification of the key stakeholders who will be involved in the process. The following are some of the stakeholders that may be involved in the planning stage. Development team. This team is responsible for creating the software that will be deployed. They are involved in planning the features, creating the code, and testing the software. Operations team. This team is responsible for maintaining the infrastructure that the software will be deployed on. They are involved in planning the hardware and software requirements, setting up the infrastructure, and monitoring the system. Quality assurance. This team is responsible for ensuring that the software meets the quality standards. They are involved in planning the testing strategies, creating the test cases, and executing the tests. Project manager. This person is responsible for managing the overall project. They are involved in planning the project timeline, assigning tasks, and tracking the progress. Business stakeholders. These stakeholders may include executives, product owners, or business analysts. They are involved in planning the business requirements, defining the user stories, and providing feedback on the software. Security team. This team is responsible for ensuring the security of the software and the infrastructure. They are involved in planning the security requirements, identifying the potential risks, and implement. Release management team. This team is responsible for managing the release of the software to the production environment. They are involved in planning the release process, creating the deployment plan, and coordinating the release. As we have learned previously, that the first stage of DevOps, where the 7 stakeholders need to collaborate to ensure they have an executable plan to deliver the project or product, it is essential that they have access to the tools that can help the teams and individuals collaborate over requirements, designs, issues, etc. The following are some commonly used tools for the DevOps plans. Jira. Jira is a popular project management tool that allows teams to plan and track their work. It is often used to create and manage user stories, tasks, and sprints. Confluence is a collaboration tool that allows teams to create, share, and collaborate on project documentation. It can be used to create and maintain project plans, design documents, and knowledge bases. Trello. Trello is a simple and flexible project management tool that uses cards and boards to help teams organize and prioritize their work. It is often used to manage agile workflows and Kanban. Lucidchart. Lucidchart is a diagramming and visualization tool that can be used to create flowcharts, process maps, and other visual representations of project plans and workflows. Google Docs is a cloud-based document management tool that allows teams to create, share, and collaborate on project plans and documentation in real time. GitLab. GitLab is a complete DevOps platform that provides a suite of tools for planning, development, testing, and deployment. It includes features for project planning, issue tracking, and collaboration, as well as JIT-based version control and continuous integration, continuous deployment, CI/CD. You have successfully completed Lesson 2 of the DevOps course. In the upcoming lessons we will deep dive into the remaining 7 stages of the DevOps lifecycle.